All praises to the Most High. So we're in the book of Jeremiah, chapter 29, verse 23. Because they have committed valiantly in Israel, and have committed adultery with their neighbors' wives, and have spoken lying words in my name, which I have not commanded them, even I know, and am a witness, says the Lord. Now, the Most High is going to talk about Shemaiah, the Nelamite, and what he did. And a lot of the people today are just like Shemaiah. So we're going to talk about this, and we're going to talk about what the Most High thinks of men who make themselves prophets, and what the Israelites should do to men who make themselves prophets, or what they did to men who've made themselves prophets back in those times. All right? Thus shalt thou also speak to Shemaiah the Nelamite, saying, Thus speaks the Lord of hosts, the God of Israel, saying, Because thou hast sent letters in thy name unto all the people that are at Jerusalem, and to Zephaniah the son of Messiah, the priest, and to all the priests, saying, The Lord has made thee priest instead of Jehoiada the priest, that you should be officers in the house of the Lord. For every man, now hear the Most High, for every man that is mad and makes himself a prophet, that thou shalt put him in the prison and in the stocks. So what does God say? Any man who makes himself a prophet is a madman. Okay, and you should put him in prison and in the stocks. Now, therefore, why hast thou not reproved Jeremiah of Anathoth, which makes himself a prophet unto you? So I ask you, Israelites, how come you cannot reprove me, who makes myself a prophet unto you? For therefore he sent unto us in Babylon, saying, This captivity is long. Build ye houses and dwell in them, and plant gardens and eat the fruit thereof. All right? Now let's keep going. And Zephaniah the priest read this letter in the ears of Jeremiah the prophet. Then came the word of the Lord unto Jeremiah, saying, Send to all them of the captivity, saying, Thus says the Lord, concerning Shemaiah the Nelamite, because the Shemaiah has prophesied unto you, and I sent him not. So these Israelites prophesied, and God hasn't sent them. All right? And he caused you to trust in a lie. They teach you lies, and you trust in them, because in the last days, God tells us, Christ told you, beware of false prophets, for many shall come in my name. You have to understand there is way more false prophets than real prophets. Okay? Many false prophets than real prophets. And a lot of you love the false prophets and don't even know the difference between a true prophet and a false prophet. And you don't fast and you don't pray and you don't ask God. And that's only to your own demise. Now, because that Shemaiah has prophesied unto you, and I sent him not, and he caused you to trust in a lie, therefore thus says the Lord, Behold, I will punish Shemaiah the Nelamite and his seed. He shall not have a man to dwell among this people, neither shall he behold the good that I will do for my people, says the Lord, because he has taught rebellion against the Lord. All right, so those people who teach and prophesize without God prophesizing to them, you're teaching rebellion against the Most High God. All right? You're teaching people lies. And God hears you and God knows. And you won't be gathered with his people.